We are just 1 week in, but the pressure is already on for coaches coming off week 1 performances. Billy Napier, Dabo Swinney, Mike Norvell, all feeling the heat, according to our friends Carl Reed and Smoke Dixon from 24/7 Sports Unfiltered. Our experts on coaching and managing a power program answer the most important question: how do they fix it? Guys?
Thank you, Emily. Smoke. Everybody I'm talking to from Gainesville, Florida is upset right now. The alums are upset. The fans are upset. The players aren't happy. And the coaches know that what the expectations are in terms of competing for national championships. How did Billy Napier and the Florida Gators, Smoke, get here?
Well, you forgot one important guy. Urban Meyer is upset that they're here. But when you look at why coaches get to the point of not winning games, Carl, you're a great coach. I thought I was a great coach. But you only became a great coach because you had great players.
Yes.
They're lacking in personnel. When you look at this team and you cut on the film from last week when they played against Miami, you saw an A-graded team run around a bunch of C-graded players. Just didn't have enough horses to run the race. From up front on both offense and defensive line, not having enough guys on the defensive line, not having enough athletic bodies on the offensive line to protect your quarterback that goes down with a concussion. Then when you look on the outside, this is Florida. What is Florida known for? Having speed, having athletes, being able to play in space. You throw it out in space, nobody's doing anything with it, Carl.
Well, listen, Smoke, when you talk about speed and space in Florida, you got to talk about Florida State is getting some guys. Miami got guys. You got Malzahn down in Central Florida. Tom Herman is at Florida Atlantic. How many guys can you get? Don't they have to expand recruiting a little bit outside of Florida to be able to get some of those guys too?
Well, when you think about recruiting, now you got to go into the personnel department. They need a GM. This is not the old school football model of head coach, coaches leading personnel, leading in recruiting. You need a general manager to lock arms with to give you that direction and saying, okay, coach, this is where the trend's going. We need to get player A, B, C, and D to make sure that our roster is properly constructed, properly.
Well, from a GM standpoint, that's fine, but that helps you next year. They also made a change in defensive coordinator at some point during the spring or summer. The GM situation will help you for the future. But, Smoke, you got to win games today. What can they do right now?
Well, you saw a tired team last week. At some point, you got to change up the way that you're playing. And the way that you start giving your team some infusion and energy, you got to go young. You got to go with the young quarterback, Lagway. Moving forward, that's the only true hope that you have. You go 6-6, 7-6 with a young quarterback, Reed, you've given yourself some energy and given yourself a chance. And when the AD comes knocking on your door, you say, Coach, I got a young guy. You say, AD, I got a young guy that's ready to make the next step.
Was DJ Lagway not the best guy in camp, though? Was it not obvious that you needed to go with Lagway? Because we had quarterback problems last year with the Florida Gators.
Well, Coach, you're a coach as well, too. You know that coaches are stubborn, and they go with what they know. And Old Faithful, Graham, is a guy that can get you through the game. But maybe they had a plan all the way along of saying, you know what, we're going to get DJ in 10 to 15, maybe 15 to 20 snaps a game, and figure it out by game 6 and see if he's earned that right to become the starter.
Now, you talked about getting players. I think the Florida Gators' biggest problem is their collective. They have not gotten NIL figured out yet, Smoke. You can talk recruiting. Recruiting is no longer about relationships. Recruiting is no longer about having a couple of coaches who can go anywhere in the country and grab a guy. You got to pay these kids. You got to have the structure to pay them. You got Jaden Rashada suing them because he's saying he didn't get paid. You got other recruits saying that people are offering them more money. The collective has a big part in this because that's the way the game is going, Smoke. So until you construct the NIL collective in the proper way, you have no opportunity to get forward.
Coach, let's go to my guy, Dabo Swinney. We said it's not a portal thing, it's a personnel thing. How did we get from ACC champion, two-time national champion, to now knocking at your door and saying rumblings of maybe getting out of town?
I'm going to tell you what, I don't think that the transfer portal is the issue that everybody else thinks it is. I think you can still win with elite high school players through developing them, through having the things in place. And Clemson has all of those things in place. They have great player development coaches. They have great strength and conditioning. They have great facilities. They've been a national championship program. It's not about the transfer portal. It is about NIL, collective. It's about whether or not you have the infrastructure through your business, through the NIL collective, to get these guys paid. That's what they're missing on some of the very top, tip-top high school guys that he loves to recruit. And so it's easy to say, well, a transfer portal will help you. A transfer portal will help you. We'll get to Florida State in a minute. Everybody wants them to get out of the portal now and go back to high school. So you can't have this thing both ways. You have to become a businessman as a college coach. You got to sit down with your boosters, your donors, and the people that donate to the program, and you got to say, we need a collective that is going to have a payroll of $15 to $20 million every year for us to field a competitive football team.
Now, with your payroll, Coach Saban said it last week, you have to pay the right guys. Just don't pay everybody, because if you pay everybody, you'll see your locker room go upside down. Now, Coach Sweeney has won with franchise quarterbacks. Even when Taj Boyd was there, put up great numbers with Sammy Watkins, Nuke Hopkins, Martavius Bryant. You're not seeing those names there anymore. He's missed on 2 quarterbacks in the cycle. And we're going to touch on DJU. But he has a guy right there now, Cade, that's struggling. And you and I have sat down and we discussed, when you miss on quarterbacks, you're setting yourself back 2 to 3 years in your recruiting cycle. So instead of going through the process of having coaches always evaluating your prospects, at times when I was a GM, I outsourced my quarterbacks to guys that I trust that could handle the quarterback position. And if I was close between one and the other, we sat down and went through it and figured out which quarterback was the right one. Because if you miss on that quarterback, you're missing the opportunity to win big games. And then you put yourself in a situation of where they're at now.
You got to be careful with the quarterback smoke. Cade Klubnik and DJU come from national high school programs, very well coached. Sometimes it's the coaches and the guys around them that inflate guys' stats and make them appear to be better than what they might be. Smoke, you said DJU, let's get down to Tallahassee. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't like this, what everybody's doing to Mike Norvell right now. And I know it's the big leagues. I know he's 0-2, but you're talking about a guy that went 13-0 last year, Smoke. The year before that, he won 10 games. Now he's 0-2 and the whole world is against him. Smoke, how did we get here?
This is how we got here, Reed. It started out when everyone looked at the game versus Georgia, when you gave up that man. That burger sat out there, and it's a big, whopping burger that you couldn't even get your team up to play and get motivated to play against all year the number 1 team.
Come on.
Just hold tight. I'm going to get with you. So now you go out and you allow coaches, again, not personnel, to pick your quarterback for your next year, DJU. I am not going to continuously beat DJU up for being who he is as a football player. He can run some. He can throw just a little bit, enough to get you out of danger. But when you are paying the wrong person and you go out NIL and you go in the transfer portal and you bring in a guy that everyone is looking at to be the guy and have tremendous production and does not have production, you're going to have your locker room upside down. And guys looking around talking, hey, how much is he getting paid? I'm not getting paid. And now your team looks like what they look like right now, lost.
Well, the problem is people place a lot of blame on Mike Norvell for the Georgia game. It wasn't his decision to sit the kids. His players decided not to play. They got upset when they didn't get the playoffs, and instead of playing for Florida State and showing that they belonged against Georgia, they all bailed. They went to the league, and it's not their problem to deal with anymore, Smoke.
So how do we fix this? Since you don't believe this is an issue, you don't believe it's a fix. Well, I got your fix for you.
in order to fix the Florida State situation right now, I don't think it's something that you can do this year. I think you got to address it with recruiting, go back to being a little more high schoolish, and you got to get the right quarterback.
Well said.
Back to you, Emily.
Thank you, guys. You can watch Unfiltered with Smoke Dixon and Carl Reed on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 o'clock on the 24/7 Sports YouTube page.